Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I am a full-time reseller. Today I'm going to give you my top 25 bread and butter brands. To me, bread and butter means that they are easily accessible to you in your area. You can normally find them for a very affordable price. They normally flip for not a lot, like I'm kind of using the range of like $15 to $30. And they are items that more than likely you don't need to check comps on. You feel confident in the knowledge that you have because you've sold these styles or brands before and you know that they just continuously keep moving for you. I will say a lot of these probably are similar to yours, and I'm sure there are a few outliers because I do sell some brands that I think a lot of resellers normally pass on. So my first one is Torrid. I think we all know what Torrid is. Mainly geared towards plus size. They do have some smaller sizes. I believe it's like medium large in their vanity sizing, which is 00 and 0. I stay away from those. I like to do 1X and over. Normally I am looking for swimsuits, any type of collab that they have with Disney or Marvel, with costumes, or something a little bit more substantial than just like a, Disney t-shirt. I also look at their lingerie, some of their bras. Jeans recently from this brand have not been doing well for me. Some pants I will look at. I'm mainly looking for things that are new with tag and probably within the last 3 years that it was produced. Next is J. Crew. This is like one of my top favorite brands to sell just because even older pieces can do well and just like really kind of standard things also do well. This is a brand where people are looking for it. They know their sizing in this brand. They know what they like. So it's normally a pretty easy sell. They also have style codes right on their tag, which helps you to look at the stock photos, get some information about the pieces that you're listing. My favorite things to sell from J. Crew would be outerwear, longer dresses, and their jeans do fairly well for me too. Next up is similar to J. Crew for me, it's Cabby. I believe this is like a, what do I want to call it? I don't want to say an MLM, but I think it kind of is. Like, you have to have a consultant. They're probably not called consultants, probably called like some sort of stylist or something. But you can't buy Cabby in the store. I believe it's like you have to buy it through your distributor, and that's how you get it, and that's why it is so expensive. Cabby's another one where they do have the style code, so it makes it really easy to look up. Sometimes I do still look at comps on things that just aren't, as substantial as other pieces, but if they're longer dresses, I don't know, jackets normally do fairly well for me. Shoes have been doing well for me from Cabby. I stay away from the older brand label, stick to more current styles. This one might surprise some people and they're like, what, you're picking this up? But I pick up and sell a lot of Old Navy. This brand I think is another one where it's affordable enough that people know what they're looking for, but they might not want to spend full price in the store. Some of the items at Old Navy can be pretty high. I was looking for joggers for my sister's birthday last year, and I was absolutely shocked at some of the prices in stores for just like a pair of black jogger pants. I think at Old Navy without any sales, they were like $35 to $40. And I was just like, it's Old Navy. This brand also has extended sizes, which helps. I don't pick up a lot of the smaller sizes in Old Navy. I try and stick with new with tag. I find a lot of that around here in my area. I don't know if it's from the store that, once things are in their clearance and that's how they liquidate it, or if people just buy stuff and never return it and then just donate it. Regardless, I find a lot of it. The things that sell best for me would be swimwear, athletic wear, longer dresses, linen pieces. Some of their pants, I've been staying away from the jeans. Those seem to be really slow moving for me, even if they are current styles. Old Navy is another one too, where it does have a style number under the tag as well as a date. So that can kind of help you determine when it was made. Next up is Judy Blue. This brand, I don't think I've ever picked up anything that didn't sell. There might be like one pair of jeans that I've been kind of sitting on. Otherwise, it is normally, I pick it up, I list it, and it sells, I don't know, within 3 to 4 months. Some of it sells that same week, depending on the size and the style. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. I feel like Judy Blue kind of blew up like a year ago. Everybody really likes the fit, the style. I love wearing Judy Blue. It's stretchy. It's very comfortable for jeans. So I'm hoping that it stays where it's at because I do find it quite frequently and sometimes new with tags. And this brand, it doesn't really seem to matter for me, the sizing. I don't know that I've ever picked up, maybe I have picked up 0. I'm not sure. But I mean, everybody likes to have comfortable jeans and that's what they're known for. Next up is another, I think they're only jeans. They might do other things. I'm not sure. Cut from the Cloth. I think this brand was pretty big, like 2019 and 2020-ish. That's when all the resellers that I used to watch then were like, oh, this is a great brand. And then for a while I was picking it up and it would just sit and sit and sit. And now all of a sudden, like in the last 6 months, everything that I'm picking up is selling within a couple months. So I don't know if there's a resurgence to the brand, if maybe I'm just finding better style and size combos or what's happening, but I am definitely happy to see those moving. Next up is Miracle Suit or Magic Suit. I believe that they are the same brand, just different like styles within the swimsuits. They are known for, I don't know if it's a certain type of fabric that they're using or material, but I believe it's something within like the stomach area of the swimsuit that it is supposed to kind of suck you in a little bit more and make you look slimmer. That's the, appeal to the swimsuit. I normally do better with bigger sizes. Obviously, new with tag helps, but anytime I see that brand, I pick it up. I don't even bother to look at comps as long as it is in excellent condition. Next is the brand Democracy. I don't pick up small sizes in jeans. I have been having really good luck too with plus size tops from Democracy. The couple that I've found have been new with tags, so I don't know if that is an outlier, but they did sell within, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks of listing. So I'm not sure if that's just a plus size brand that people are looking for tops, but their jeans also have that ab technology. I can't remember what it's called. Another thing where it is supposed to be like a comfortable waistband that is supposed to kind of cinch you in a little bit without being uncomfortable. Number 9 is Levi's. Levi's I will still kind of look up depending on the style. Like 501s I'll pick up just because that is a style I know that if I can't sell it myself, Plato's will definitely take it, especially 501 jean shorts. Those normally do pretty well for me. Almost any men's Levi's, as long as it's a decent size, not super tiny. I try to stay like 32 for a waist and up. As long as they're cheap enough, I will pick them up and if they're in excellent condition. Number 10 is Soft Surroundings. I don't pick up everything. It has to be something that kind of catches my eye, has a good material, maybe has a lot of embroidery or beading on it, and normally bigger sizes do better. I think that I'm probably going to say that for almost every brand that I'm talking about. This brand, I used to be able to pick up almost anything and it would sell pretty quickly, but it definitely has declined. That's why I need to make sure that I am looking for something that's going to stand out that someone's looking for. The next brand I think you might be thinking, really? And it's the brand Catalina. I don't know if they only do swimwear. I think that's the only thing I've ever seen them do, but this is another brand. I'm not even sure where it's sold. If I had to guess, I'd say like Kohl's maybe, I don't know, or JCPenney. Some sort of department store would be my guess. But I think this is another swimwear brand that people know how it fits their body, so they're willing to buy it online. Swimwear is a hard one to purchase if you can't try it on. I think especially for a woman, our bodies are so different compared to everybody else's, and sizing is always just so crazy within different brands. Where if people have something that they know that fits them, it's a quality, fabric and material that they're using, they're more likely to buy something online because they know how it fits. I normally find this brand a lot at the bins, sometimes new with tags. I've done well with their cover-ups. I don't get a lot of money for it, but they do normally flip pretty quickly. Number 12 is Lucky brand. This one I am very specific on what I'm picking up. It's mainly men's. Men's jeans I do great with. Women's jeans, it's really hit or miss. That one I definitely would look up the style and the size. Some of the thermal tops can still do good for women, but for the most part, Lucky brand, I am strictly looking at men's jeans. Number 13 is Talbot's. This one I think was a little bit better a few years ago. Now I'm strictly sticking to probably size 12 and up. I mean, if I did find like a great deal on something smaller, I would potentially think about it, depending on what it was. But for the most part, I am looking for 12 and bigger, plus size if possible, new with tags, good fabrics, so wool, silk, linen, cashmere, anything like that will definitely help. And I kind of stick to more substantial pieces. So I'm not just going to pick up a blouse or something. I'm looking for blazers, like a full suit, coats. I don't really do their jeans unless I find them new with tags and they are current style. Number 14 might kind of shock some people, but it is All in Motion from Target. This is another brand that I think people know how it fits their body, and they don't want to go to Target and spend 40 bucks on a pair of leggings. And it's another thing that I do find a lot, and especially new with tags, at the bins and at our thrift stores, and it normally makes it until $1.99 day. Lotting together sizes in smaller sizes normally do the best, just because I think it's a little bit harder to sell just one pair of leggings that's like an extra small or something. But plus size leggings, those I can normally get away with selling on their own as long as they're in excellent condition or new with tags. Sports bras do well. Once again, you're not going to get a ton of money for this, but if you price yours accordingly, they can move quickly. So number 15 isn't technically a brand, it's going to be a style of something. But I pick up graphic shirts a lot. It could be band tees, it could be pop culture references, movie shirts, anything that has to do with cartoons or Disney. A lot of these I know that Plato's Closet will take if someone does not buy them online. I also have done in the past where I will get, they don't even have to be the same size. They could be if you wanted to, but I put together like reseller lots that are graphic t-shirts. This is something that I'm definitely getting from the bin, so it is very low cost for me. I would definitely not do that if I was paying, like $4 or $5 a t-shirt. I need to be paying like something super cheap. Or at garage sales, you can sometimes find people that are selling a bunch of graphic shirts. Maybe they're only $1/4 a piece or something along those lines. Again, you're not going to make $1 million unless you'd find something really rare or an awesome vintage print. But I can tell you right now, like Nirvana shirts, those go very well for me. Those have been reprinted now forever, but that is just another style pickup that I'm adding to this list. Number 16 is Affliction. I don't know that I've ever picked up any women's stuff. I don't really find it, but I do find men's jeans periodically. Those can still go for quite a bit. And then the t-shirts that have like the full all over graphics with the crosses and the skulls and the bling and the kind of shinier stuff on it, those do best. Bigger sizes do better, I would say, but those always seem to be a little bit more worn out, it seems, when I find them. So sometimes smaller sizes I find and they're like in immaculate condition, like they were worn once, if at all. Number 17 is Crocs. Not so much the slip-on clogs. Some of those can do well, but I'm talking more like a traditional looking shoe. I've done well with the wedges, like the jelly type ones that are just slip-ons, the flat ones. Some of them do have like the holes cut out or weird designs, and those normally go fairly well. I just make sure that I know what the actual name of the shoe is to put that in the listing. I think that really helps people, because there are people that, really like wearing Crocs and they know what they're looking for. So if they can just pop in the name in what they're searching and you already have it, that's definitely going to help your listing. So this one might be kind of surprising. I know a lot of people don't like picking this brand up anymore, but it is Loft. I've been doing fairly well with Loft dresses recently, and it's not even just in plus size. Plus size tops have also been doing well for me. I think that's another brand. People know what they're looking for. They know how it fits their body. I've done well with Loft, like work pants or dress pants too. Once again, you're not going to make $1 million, but if you can find it cheap enough and sell it at the right price point, it can move fairly quickly. Next up is Anne Klein. I'm not talking about the clothing. I've never done well with her or their clothing, but the shoes, and it's a certain kind. I will put up a picture of what I'm talking about. I have 100% sell-through rate with this style of shoe. I don't know why. It must be maybe like in the career world, something that people really enjoy wearing. They seem comfortable, but yet they still look professional and stylish. But it's just a slip-on shoe, pretty minimal in what it looks like. So a lot of times Goodwill does not mark it up because, it doesn't look like anything too fancy or special. So I can normally get it for a fairly, cheap price, and they move very fast. Number 20 is Carhartt. This one has a little bit of an asterisk because you can definitely make a lot of money with vintage Carhartt. I'm talking more like the button downs, the t-shirts. Sometimes you can find them fairly cheap at thrift stores or in the bins. I like to find t-shirts in same sizes. Once again, bigger sizes, tall sizes normally do better for men. And lot them together as long as they are either new or in excellent condition. Nobody wants like ratty t-shirts. If we're talking about the outdoor jackets or the bibs, like those can be torn apart and people love that look. But when it comes to the t-shirts, the button downs, those you want to be in really good condition. The heavier weight flannels, those normally do well, especially if they are vintage. Living in Wisconsin, I do find that brand fairly often just because it's cold here, so a lot of people do wear those. Number 21 is Title IX. I haven't found this brand recently. I don't know if people aren't giving it up right now, if it's not that cool of a brand, but in the recent past, I've always done very, very well with their dresses. And probably like skirts or skirts. I haven't tried tops or anything else by that brand, but the dresses definitely moved quickly. Number 22, this is the Sack. So it's a brand that I think is only purses. They might have other things, I'm not sure. I've tried a couple different styles with the purses, but the ones that seem to move the quickest are like the woven ones, not like a fabric kind or canvas or anything like that. It looks like they're woven. Those normally move within a month or so of listing. The other ones that I have listed, I still have. So it must be that people are looking for that style more. Number 23 is Athleta. I am very picky about Athleta. I don't pick up pretty much any leggings anymore unless they would be like made within the last 2 years and potentially a bigger size, or I could find a bunch of them that are similar sizes to lot together. I normally do fairly well with swimwear for Athleta, and then also like pullover hoodie type sweaters or the sweater that kind of like buttons up this way. I've done good with that one, but that's definitely one that I'm very picky on. Number 24 is Spanx. So I've kind of given up on the leggings unless I would find them new with tags. Well, I don't even know because I still have some that are new with tags, but they're cropped and they're printed. I think maybe it would have to be like just plain black leggings. I don't know. I'd still have to look up comps, but I've done really well with more of the wide leg, like lounge pants or athleisure pants from Spanx. Bigger sizes help. Those moved very fast. And then the last one might be kind of surprising. I know a lot of people pass on this brand, but it's Calvin Klein. Obviously, once again, not everything from this brand. I normally stick to women's and dresses and blazers. For the dresses, I like to get the scuba material one, so it kind of feels like a wetsuit. For whatever reason, those always do really well for me. The career style dresses, if they're new with tags, that really helps. And then the blazers also. And it seems to be the blazers do best if there's like a little bit of a wow factor to them. So not just plain black. If it was plain black, maybe it has like gold hardware on it and it zips halfway up the sleeve or something, more of a moto look. Or the like kind of bright color ones do better. So like magenta, teal, purple. I think I've sold all three of those colors before in the past. Also, once again, if they are better materials, that helps. So like a linen dress would be good. But I'm definitely not picking everything up from Calvin Klein. So let me know in the comments below your top 5. I would love to hear it just because I think it's so diverse in, what everyone's picking up as their bread and butter, just because it really depends on where you are in the country and what is available to you. It's just very interesting to me to see that when I watch other YouTubers that are doing hauls or, what's sold, and I see what they're picking up the most or selling the most. It's normally because something is within their region. Like a lot of people from California, I see that they pick up obviously more designer brands. Theory is another big one in California, just because, there's a lot of people that are wearing higher end things in California as opposed to my hometown in Wisconsin. And then, people that live more kind of in the mountains like Colorado, you're going to find more Patagonia, North Face, that kind of stuff, just because that is what is, central to them. So let me know in the comments below your top 5. I'm really interested to see what they are. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.